Hey, everybody, welcome back to Morning Talk with Mike and Paul. Yeah, we found him. We found Paul. But he had a medical thing he had to take care of, but he's back. And I know Terry reached out to try to find him. She made contact, and he's all good now. I don't know if he's good, uh, but
I'm as
he's here.
good now as I was last week.
Yeah. So he's here, and we're glad he's back. It's boring without you here.
I will not do for this channel what I did for somebody else I used to talk with.
Well, you can always tell the truth here.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
And somebody tried calling me out one day, so I just stood up, turned around, and dropped out.
There you go. Yeah, we don't need
I
that.
had two big full moons.
Yeah, that's too early in the morning for a whole moon over Miami thing. But we're glad you're here, Paul. Hey, I did pin the link at the top. So if you want to come up and join us. Hey, today we're going to be talking about hackers and scammers. And I chose that because I am getting inundated by scammers in my email, on my Facebook, in Messenger. I mean, they are thick as ticks, and they want you to go click this link. You haven't. We have a problem with your cloud account. We have problems with your bank. Hey, if my bank has a problem with me, they will send me an email, and I will call the 1-800 number. Well, not me, Terry would, and find out what the hell's going on. But nobody that you actually deal with, not your doctor, not your bank, none of that stuff is going to make you click links to take care of stuff. If you have problems with it, you just call them. Hopefully, you have the 1-800 number or whatever number you need to take care of stuff like that. But they're not going to ask you for information and all this other crap. Guys, it's all a scam. And they're getting worse and worse as the years go by. It's just getting it's almost too much work to even have an account anymore. So hackers and scammers are both malicious actors in the digital world, but they employ different tactics to achieve their goals. Hackers exploit weaknesses in computer systems and networks to gain unauthorized access, while scammers use deception and trickery to manipulate individuals into giving them money or information. While both expose significant threats, understanding their distinct methods is critical for effective prevention and protection. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay. Now, guys, I'm telling you, the prime candidates for scammers are the elderly. Okay. There's, I've seen them so much as, hey, they find out that their granddaughter's name is whatever, Emily, and I need bail money. Could you please send it to this? I'm in jail. Why, Grandma, why haven't you done this? And then they go, oh my gosh, and they send money. And it doesn't stop there. Okay. Once they get that account, where it's coming from and all that stuff, dude, all of a sudden grandma and grandpa was broke as a joke. So that's what we're going to talk about. Hopefully we can prevent people from being scammed. Guys, just delete. Do not click on any links. Terry tells me, don't click on it. I said, I'm not.
And if you have any questions, call whatever institution or person.
Yeah.
And see if they actually did.
So I got my coffee. Paul's got his. And we are ready to start this. But before we do that, let's say hello to everybody in the chat.
Before you say hello to everybody in the chat, hello, gorgeous.
Good morning, Paul.
How did you know he was talking to you?
Because I always call her gorgeous, just like a daughter.
She goes, I know. All right. So there's Paul Honeyman's in here from England. Merns Pacquiao. Jolene's here. Welcome in. Charmaine. Ilocana from Singapore is here. RD Vlogs. Teres TV's here. Rona is here. Shane Raza. Maria Garcia. Nez Smiles here. Girly Sienna. Welcome in. There's Heartland Headquarters with Dink and Tank. I'm pretty sure that's Tamara. I'm glad you're here. There's Ed over at Whistle Stop Homestead. Debbie Drock saying good morning. She says a day that I'm not working, at least for a little while. I love being self-employed, flexible most of the time. Yeah. I'm self-employed.
No, you're not.
Well, I work
you like
for Terrie sometimes. She would, you know what? She'd probably fire me if she had to pay me. But there's Karen Breast. Good morning to you. Lacey P. Summers. There she is. Happy Friday. Yes, to everybody. The weekend is finally here. Hardneck Farms saying good morning to everybody. Hello, Wendy. Palmetto Paratroopers is here.
You missed one.
Who's that?
You missed Chris.
Chris. I haven't
Missed
got
him
to
out. He's above the ones you just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's above Farmer. Oh.
Okay. There's Lacey, Karen Bress. I just
My
got
favorite, Karen.
in my credit union Visa and debit card. They caught it and issued me a new card. I'm feeling so angry. Yeah. I mean, it's a total violation because these guys are scumbags. Okay. Scammers and hackers, they're just scumbags. Now, I do remember.
Have you seen the film, The Beekeeper?
Huh.
You want to watch it?
Oh, really?
It's with Jason Statham. And he finds there's an echo. Wendy says we got an echo. But he finds his neighbour's been scammed. And they didn't just take her money, they took the church's money as well. So she killed herself.
Oh, wow.
So he went after the scammers, and it turns out there wasn't just one group or one person. There was an entire organization that were all set up in America.
Yeah.
And he went in there and he blew them all up. Told everybody, you've got 30 seconds to get out of here. And then doused everything in petrol and then blew it all up. It's a good film if you like action films.
Wendy says, we got scammed. My husband's bank caught it and issued him a new card. This has happened a few times. You know, and that's the thing. We go on there, you're on Google, and anything you do, they want, you got to make a payment or whatever. And so you put it on your computer. We got everything in digital format. You got it on your phone, you got it on whatever. And you don't even know when you're going to pay for gas that some hacker has put a fake credit card reader on the gas pump. and
Yeah.
it reads your card and empties your account or whatever amount they can get out of it. I mean, they get you coming and going. Ever since we went digital, and I said this years ago that when the Department of Defense got hacked by a 14-year-old kid from Thailand and brought the entire DOD to its knees, and nobody knew what to do. We were so reliant on everything, we couldn't go back to a paper copy. Everybody was just sitting around doing nothing. We had to dig through boxes to find the old, the old knuckle buster to put your card down, and then find the little credit card 2-page thing with the carbon copy in between to do that. I mean, it was a pain in the butt. And then we had all these receipts stacked up at all the facilities on base. And then when the internet finally came back, we had to have people go in there and enter all that information into the credit card reader manually to do it. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't stop them. Okay. They just hop around, and they may say, oh, it's coming from California, when it's really coming from India or, Singapore or wherever these hackers are at. They're just skipping all around, and you don't really know where they're at. And if they're outside the United States, they can't catch them. But people keep falling for it. And they keep getting better and better at scamming people out of money. Hey, there's Karen Graziosi.
Gordioso.
There you go. Let Paul say that.
Sorry, Gordiosi. I keep forgetting there's
We had
Snap.
speakers come and talk to at our senior center yesterday on scams eye-opening. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a thing on YouTube where they have these people, they come in, they're standing in line. It was for some survey, and they were going to give them something if they came into this tent, and it was in England, and they were going to give them something if they came in and took a survey. So they took pictures of their faces, searched the internet for them, found all their information, and they hadn't said one word to them.
If you ever come into England and somebody says, we'll give you something in a tent, the only thing you're going to get is crabs.
So they did this, and these people are going, whoa, whoa, whoa. I've never even met you. And then they drop this curtain, and it shows all these hackers sitting there. And they said, just from your face, we found out all this information on you in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're just going, holy crap. And that's the God's honest truth.
Yeah.
Now when you go to the airport, there's a camera there, and they take your picture, and they're searching all your information to make sure you're not on a terrorist watch list, make sure who you say you are, who you are. It's everywhere, guys. I mean, going into Korea, they do a digital facial recognition once you get off the plane. Once you go to the immigration office, they got you. And they're searching the internet for all your information. And if you think you've got all your information, I've deleted my footprint.
No, you haven't.
No,
you can never delete your footprint.
No. It is the devil in a digital form, if you will, because bad people will always exploit good people. Okay.
I've seen somebody do a deep scrub on the internet, showing people how to do a deep scrub. And literally 5 minutes after that one's finished, somebody else will come up and says, For those that have just watched this is what happens after you've done a deep scrub and they brought everything back.
Yeah. It's never gone.
No.
You know, it's like Daniel Arms did a paid advertisement for a company. I can't remember the name of it, that searches the internet and shows you where all your information is at. And he goes, well, you know, they're on Facebook and they're on YouTube and they have email accounts and stuff like that. Then they got it back and they found him at 360 other sites, some of his information. And of course, his company's supposed to wipe that stuff clean or whatever. But once it's imprinted on a hard drive somewhere, it's there for life. So just remember that when running for political office, they have a signature of you being a party animal in college.
I never went to, well, I can't say I never went to college. I went to college to do mathematics.
Yeah.
But I never partied until Friday afternoon.
There you go.
And it was never at the college. It was at
Yeah,
the pub
and
down the street.
Oklahoma, our Pike Pass, there was a scam on that too. And that's when you go on like the Indian highways and turnpikes and you put a little sticker on your window and you keep putting money into the system so you don't have to stop. But now nobody has to stop. You either have a Pike's Pass in Oklahoma or they send you a bill for using the Indian highways and stuff. Let me see. Young people are far more aware of online scams than the generations that didn't grow up with the internet. That is true. Absolutely true.
I mean, you've got my stepson used to say, "Can you fix this? Can you fix this?" The only thing I couldn't fix was anything that came up on the screen. he fixed that.
Yeah.
As for building the computer, I could do that.
Right.
I just couldn't put programs in it.
Kevin is 5 today. I'm left with the housework.
Yeah, Jamie's doing the housework all right. She's sitting down on her couch watching us.
Well, I was scammed by mail. My mail was stolen, and I have over $30,000 in student loan debt. I can't get that fixed. I went to OSU, only took out less than 14, but they show I owe multiple
colleges. Yeah. How do you go to multiple colleges?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, you're right. Cash is king now, you know. But they're doing it to ATMs too. I mean, I remember my grandparents, well, my grandmother, she would get her check and go down to the bank, cash it at the bank, and she would go around and to all the places in town, pay her bill, whatever she owed, electric, water, whatever, and pay everything in cash. That was a payday chore that she did every payday. And now because of computers, we are so lazy, you know. Hell, our water company, within the last year or so, they finally went online to make your payment. We had to drive 11 miles to the water place. We still have to go to our gas company when they come and fill up. We have to drive over to Calvin, and that's like what 20 something miles away. And Terry goes in there and pays the bill and stuff like that. because some companies around here don't want to deal with paying the credit card companies the 2% or the 3% for a transaction and all that stuff. They just want you to pay it. So if you want the service, come pay us and we'll do it. Those companies are not as profitable as those who are online. Because why? Because we are a very lazy society. And I admit that. It's too easy. Okay. It's not like the veteran, from World War II, that era right there. They would stand in line for hours just to do whatever they needed to do because they were raised that way. Now we're just getting lazier and lazier. Hello, Miss Arlene. Good to see you. And there's our friend out in Tucson. Minty Cactus is here. Good to see you.
Snap's here.
Ginger Snap's here.
Yes.
Linda Peterson's here.
Yep. Kim's here.
Linda.
Loose Screw Ranch.
Saturday night at 11:30, my bank called me 11:30 at night and asked if I was on a cruise ship casino in Belize. Ooh.
Funny that, because I had the same phone call at 2:00 in the morning.
Really?
From my bank. Yeah, it's security. It's bank security, Mike.
So I'm guessing if you're going on a cruise and you're stopping at all these countries, carrying cash would probably be the best bet and not give everybody your credit card number or your debit card number in all these countries because they can't be stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when they call you, you can tell them where you are. So if you are abroad, you can say, yes, that's me. And they'll just let it go.
Yeah.
If you turn around and say, no, I'm still at home, they'll stop it.
They say I owe it, and that's that. My payment is almost $2,000 a month. I refuse to pay it. Yeah, it was a scam. And they're doing the same thing with your homes. Okay?
Yeah.
They're taking over your people's homes by doing a separate mortgage, and then they take out a second mortgage and you have to pay it, but you don't own your home. I can't understand why our lawmakers are not catching on to this. Okay.
Farmer Paratrooper. He says you can do everything perfectly, and your bank itself can have a security breach.
Yeah.
That's why I've had to change 3 different banks.
Yeah.
I ended up. They turn around and says I owed £4,000. I said, what for? Well, you went on holiday. I says, I've never had a holiday.
Yeah.
But we've got you down here that you went and paid with your credit card. Says it wasn't my credit card because I've never had a holiday, and I can get that from proof from my employer.
Yeah.
Says, from your employer? I says, yeah, I haven't had a holiday in 12 years.
Yeah.
And that's how long I've been working for the boss.
Good morning there, Ginger Snap. Glad you're here.
He's finally got to you, Ginger.
I know. I have said for a few years now that good people are inherently naive. Evil people can think like good people, but good people can't think evil. Yeah, I mean, that is true. And that's who they prey on. And then once they get their claws into you, they do not stop. They try to bleed you for as much as they can. And there's Kim over at Loose Screw Ranch.
Wow.
Did that.
You see what Ed's just put in?
We've never used cards anywhere. we always pull cash. Our information was compromised after the EF5 in 2011. It took a tragedy for our information to get compromised. FEMA and Catholic Charities. Wow. All right.
Yeah, as you said, he had a bank call in telling him he owes
There is
$40,000
Jovita Navarro.
on a home loan for the house he lives in now, and the house
Yeah.
has been paid off since 2013.
Yeah. There's Charlene Grady.
Yep.
Um, there you go.
All hackers should have their hands removed.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I mean, Americans are really gullible for a lot of things. And if they live in a foreign country, I'm guessing that as long as they don't commit the crime in that country, they haven't committed a crime in that country. And I don't know if other countries, um, what their laws are, or if they don't even follow up on them. Wendy said, "I've contacted the legislator. Nobody can help me get." And that's the whole thing with the web being worldwide. How do you police it? How is it being policed? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not the only one that does that. Palmetto paratrooper. I always grab the card slot on the gas pump and shake it if it comes loose or
I
comes
do
off.
that too. I do
Yeah.
that too. Several years ago, my card got hit after eating at a restaurant. I called the card company to report it, and they had the audacity to ask me. I had loaned someone my card. What the H? That's right. Um,
Somebody just removed that.
one of the things that we experienced, didn't we, was we went somewhere, and of course they took my credit card or my debit card, and they went. And next thing I know, I'm buying stuff at a O'Reilly's Auto Parts and some other places. I don't think Terry and I were together then. But all they did was they take your number and they go and buy stuff, and they just call in and say, "Hey, I'd like to order this, this, and this. Let me give you my card number." And they give it to you, and they took all the information off the card, or they took a picture real quick, front and back, and they've got everything they need to do over the phone purchases and have things delivered. But they caught that person, and it was a waiter at one of the restaurants in Waynesville, and they caught him. So anyway, I mean, it happens, but
Yeah.
now I'm telling you guys,
Waitress staff used to be the easiest ones to do it.
yeah. In California, there were some places that will not even OH, even. I don't know what that means. They want you to pay by card or online. The DMV is one of them. Now you cannot go to and renew your driver's license. Wow. Yeah, they want you to do it all online.
Did you see that? The one that came in and said he was a scammer.
Yeah,
has been removed.
I did that.
That's okay then.
Yeah, you can do everything perfectly in the bank. Yeah.
That's if you can find a bank open.
Well, we had somebody taking, I think it was like $25 off my debit card every month. And it was such a small amount,
That's how
right?
they get you.
And our dumbasses, we didn't really pay attention. I'm going, what is this 20? One day I just said, and we traced it back for almost a year. It was $25 a month. And so we contacted the bank, and the bank said, we'll look into it. It came from a prison in California.
That was your boyfriend.
A prison in California.
Yeah, it was your
And
boyfriend saying hello.
they had been taking $25 out for like 13 or 14 months. And they tracked it. The bank said, we can't give you your money back because it was off a debit card, and the debit card is not covered under the Credit Card Criminal Act. It wasn't
Since
even
when?
in America. A debit card is not a credit card.
So what's a credit card over there? Or a Visa?
Visa and MasterCard, you still have Visa or MasterCard on your card, but it is a debit card linked directly to your account. And when you use your debit card, the money automatically comes out of your account to pay for it. Where a credit card, you're on credit. You're not really paying for it until you make a payment against it. So the Credit Card Act does not cover debit cards. So we didn't get our money back. We did get a new debit card with a new number and all that stuff. So
Yeah, Terry wasn't worried when that was coming out. She knew where you were going. You're frozen.
no, I'm here. I was reading. I got to move my lips, I guess. All of them.
No, I see. Just after I said you're frozen, I seen your eyes blink.
Yeah, put in the screws to us to fix anything. Yeah, you're right. Ed said I had a bank call me to
Yeah,
tell
I
me I
told you
had
that one.
$50,000 in a home loan for the house I lived in that was paid off. Yeah, I'm telling you, the paperwork these people do is absolutely legit, and they take it over and take out second mortgages and just screw you. They said they don't
Wendy,
have
you're just noticing.
how I owe the debt. I just owe it. Now, I'd take them fuckers to court. I'm sorry. I'd take them to court. Good
Find
morning.
a lawyer that works pro bono and get them to pay it. When you win, get them to pay your bill. Hey, Brett and Deborah.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, see, people go back to that because you can't trust it.
When you stop putting her name up, every time that comes up, I giggle. I've told her she's my favourite Karen.
Hello, hello, and good morning to you, Alicia. Yes, I remember, and I am connected to you also. Hello, Shirley, and welcome in. Sorry it's taken me so long to get down to the bottom. I haven't even got to the information I wanted to put out. There's Shirley De La Cruz.
I would rather have Karen breast come up than Karen butt any time of the week. Yes, Wendy, I am completely nuts.
We did, I was just thinking about that. You can buy those gift card visas and stuff like that. And we had bought one for $100. And when my son I gave it to my son for his birthday for whatever, I think it was a Lowe's when I bought it at Walmart. And he went to Lowe's and there was only $3 on it and it had never been opened. And then we found a video where people were uh, um, opening them up and then repackaging them. Okay, repackaging them and stealing the money off them. And you buy one, and we bought it at Walmart, and there was only $3 on it.
There's out and about with Dave and Doozy.
Yeah, a prison in California. They said that it was a minimal security prison, and of course, they had access to computers and stuff like that. And they tracked it. It was easy, and
I wonder how much of that the prison got.
and it was going to a bank account, and the balance on the account was zero. So obviously, they weren't just doing it to me; they were doing it to several or probably hundreds of people, and then they go in there and take the money out.
Well, they couldn't take the money out. They had to send it somewhere.
Well, you can go to the bank and make a withdrawal.
Not if you were in prison.
Well, no, I'm sure it was somebody else on the outside that was taking the money, like a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or whatever. Funny you're talking about scammers because yesterday when I went to my bank, the girl asked me for my license so they could put it on file. Debit card is with credit card. No, two separate animals. If you have a debit card, okay,
It's capped.
that is capped on how much money you have in your bank account, and it takes it straight out. A credit card is whatever your limit is. Okay, I have an American Express card. Terry pays it off every month, and we get the air miles. That's why we have it, and we pay that off. And it is based because you have an interest rate on a debit card. You don't have an interest rate. If you don't have any money, it declines it. Okay. So it's based on the money you have in the bank at the time that you make the purchase. Credit card goes to your credit limit. So that's the difference. The MasterCard, the Visa and MasterCard logo on the debit card only means that they are the ones processing the payment. That is correct.
Well, if they're the ones processing the payment, why can't they be held accountable?
Because it's not covered under that Criminal Credit Card Act.
Yes,
law.
but they are making the payment.
But it's funny they haven't even got around to adding it to it. It's bank fraud no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. There's Troy at Bar Run Forge.
That happened when we lived in Colorado Springs back in 2014.
That was before I knew you.
Yeah.
Before I started doing your heading.
Hey, there he is, out and about with Dave and Dozy or Doozy.
That was before I started hitting on your women.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of people hate Walmart.
I'm starting to hate it, and we don't have it.
Going to Walmart.
Do you know what Walmart's called over here? Asda.
Well, I do know that with our debit card and our American Express card, we had to call them. First of all, we had to set it up to tell to make sure they knew we were in Korea when we lived there, and then when we came to the States, we called them and said, "Hey, we're taking a vacation or we're going to the States." And I'd tell them, I said, like me, I was going to Kansas, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. And we tell them we're going to Thailand. So if it's used anywhere else, it's not us. We went to Rome, on and on and on. We call them every single time to tell them where we're at, or else American Express, if you don't tell them, I mean, they were good with us. And saying, "Hey, Terry will get a message on her phone. This is American Express. Did you make a payment or did you make a purchase in wherever, Senegal? No, we're in Thailand. Okay, we're going to take care of that. Cut it off." Boom. So American Express is they've learned their lessons over the years.
Same as my bank, the one I'm with now. There's Jerry and Susan.
There he is. Troy over at Bahrain Forge.
He's just left.
Oh, okay. Well, that's because I haven't got to him yet. There's Butt Nugget.
Yeah. Jerry and Susan, Butler Family Farms are in.
Some real retailers will ask if you want to run your credit as a debit or credit. Well, I don't think they can run they've asked me, "Do you want to run this as a credit or a debit?" I said, "It's a debit card. Run it as a debit." Okay. Like, what the hell? Our thing over the years, being almost 65 now, I have learned. I do have a credit card. It's an American Express, but I pay for everything as I go, or I try to. I don't like using my debit card overseas because, again, it's not protected, period. Because it's a debit card. I will use my debit card overseas, and I'll go to the American bank on base, and I will take money out as I need it. But that's it. And then get the foreign currency, the won, over in Korea or wherever we're going. It's like we went to Philippines, and the first thing we did was we got out all what's the money in the Philippines?
Isn't it peso?
Is it peso? We'd get that out, and that's how we spent our money over there, because there's too many scammers and hackers over there. And then I think it was, where was the dong at? Was that Vietnam? Anyway. But yeah, you can ask, do you want to run it as a credit, but it's still taking the money directly out of a debit card. So I don't know why they asked that. I don't understand that. I always tell them, no, it's a debit.
Yeah, dong is Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam is the dong.
It's not a long dong, is it?
No. It's a ding dong. Yeah. Hey, Butler. There's Jerry and Susan. Man, they should be leaving tomorrow or the next day. I think tomorrow, because they got to catch a boat on the 24th. But welcome in.
Rainy Ridge is here.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. They'll do it manually. Rainy Ridge. I think that's Tina.
Eric and Tina.
I think it's Tina on here. Because she's lurking because she's at work. I'm telling you, if you're at work, put your earbuds in and listen. You might hear something really stupid or really important.
If I'm on it, it's really stupid.
Amy said she was re-watching
Yeah, it's Tina.
and that she was laughing and people were looking at her.
Oh, Amy said that? Yeah, Walmart uses facial recognition software in their security cameras. That software is connected to the DMV, your banking institution, and military service, everything. Yep.
I think if I shave this off and come over there, they'll think it was you.
Evelyn Newman, hello. Yeah. All right. So, hackers exploit vulnerabilities. Hackers identify and exploit weaknesses in the system, networks, and/or software to gain access to sensitive information to take control over your systems. They can be motivated by various factors. These include financial gain, malicious intent, disrupting services, or even political activism. They call it hacktivism. They use various methods. Examples include phishing attacks, malware, deployment, and social engineering of your accounts. It can be difficult to trace because hackers often use sophisticated techniques to hide their tracks and to make it difficult to identify them. That is absolutely true. Okay.
Mike,
Yeah.
congratulations, Debbie Drack, on your new arrival. Her new granddaughter's being born as we speak.
All right.
Sorry, I correct myself. Her fourth great-grandchild.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Congratulations to you.
And if Ellen is her name, welcome to the world.
Yes. Using deception and trickery, scammers create fake scenarios or impersonate legit entities to manipulate victims into taking action that benefit the scammer. Like I said, hey, Grandma, this is Emily. I'm in jail and I need $500 for bail money. Could you please send it to this account? And you're sending it to your grandmother, your great grandma, or whatever. They usually prey on the elderly on this. Me, if my son, hey, this is Mike or Kevin, and I'm in jail and need $500. Sorry, bud. You know the rules. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't bail people out. And you're a horrible dad. All right, I'm a horrible dad. Whatever. Did you learn your lesson? I hope so.
I had that through a scammer back in 2018.
Or, Dad, can I use your lawyer? No. Get your own. Well, they'll only give me a public defender. Well, if that's all you can afford, then that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I don't pay for it. Love my kids, but yeah, kind of one of those rules that I've never babied my kids. I probably was what is that word you called me? I was an enabler because I gave my kids everything they wanted and not just what they needed. But I don't do crime. Okay. I don't do crime. That's all on them. Often motivated by financial gain, scammers aim to steal money or valuable information like credit card details, your social security number, from their victims. I mean, this is all facts, guys. And this mouse is acting stupid. Common scam types. Here they are. Phishing, sending emails or messages pretending to be from a trusted source, like a loved one, like your bank, like your doctor's office. Romance scams, guys, that's huge. People are lonely. They find out, and all of a sudden somebody's paying attention and being romantic and saying, oh, yeah, we could meet right now. My business is doing bad. And, if I had a way to get there, we could meet up. Yeah.
Oh, and they're almost always somewhere overseas.
And they're always overseas.
Yeah, they're stuck there.
And they're not always a prince or something like that has money that he needs from you so he can get his millions and millions out of whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and they scan these scammers, the romance scammers, will scan obituaries.
Yeah.
And newspapers to find widowed people that they know will be vulnerable.
Do you want to join me?
No.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Terry. You're a lot better to look at.
Guys, you don't want to see that.
No.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
I love her more than life itself, but you don't want to see that when it comes right out of bed.
I don't want everybody.
So romance scams, creating fake relationships to gain trust and money. The lottery scam, guys, this is huge. Claiming you've won a prize and asking for fees. People do it.
Did you hear what I said to Christine last night?
Now you can detect this, okay, by being skeptical, and aware of common scam tactics. You can protect yourself. Hackers focus on exploiting technical vulnerabilities, while scammers focus on exploiting human vulnerabilities. I mean, guys, it's like Terry said, they'll go in these low lifes, that's probably too kind, will go on and scan the obituaries and find, oh, you're in a time, hey, this is the mortuary, and we forgot, we didn't add this to the bill. Okay, and they'll pay it, and then they'll get screwed out of their money.
There's trouble.
Huh?
Auntie Anne's just come in.
Hey, Annie Ann. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, this one right here doesn't want to scroll, but the other one does.
Did you watch Gilham Farms last night?
I did not.
I was in the comments, and I was just messing around with Christine. She had her hair all over the place, and I said, Christine, it looks like you've been dragged through a hedge backwards. She went out and come back with a hat on.
Ah. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, methods. Hackers use technical skills to breach systems, while scammers use social engineering and deception. Traceability. Hackers can be difficult to trace, while scammers can sometimes be identified through their online activity. Protecting yourself. Be cautious and be suspicious. Emails, messages, and links. Do not click on links from unknown senders or open attachments from untrusted sources. If you don't, you go, what the heck is this? That means when you say, what the heck is this? that means you need to delete it right then. Okay. Don't go any farther. Hit delete and get rid of it. Okay. Anything that gets your spidey senses up, you need to delete it. And I'm going to tell you something. I can go on there now, and I probably will have 5 to 6, maybe 7 bullcrap emails that I don't have no clue. Delete, 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 and get rid of it. Use strong passwords that enable multiple factor authentication. And here's where the laziness goes in. You know, in the government, I had to change my password. I think it was either every 90 days or every 120 days. I had to change my password, and it would tell me this is bullshit. Okay, you need a strong password. Nothing related to me, dude. And that was on my computer on my desk. Any account I go to that is government, I had to change my password. You can't remember all that. Okay. I had to walk around. I actually had a full sheet of paper, printing paper, that had nothing but government passwords and user IDs on it. Okay. That's how many passwords I had to change every 90 to 120 days. And I did that ever since we started getting the internet in 98 or whatever it was. So yeah, I've been doing that forever. This adds an extra layer of security to your account. So we're just going like this. Okay, whatever. This, my dog's name is Poco, and he was born on 7/3, 2024. And they'll use crap like that. Hackers can find that real quick. Okay. So don't be fooled. Be wary of requests for personal or financial information. Never share sensitive information with unverified sources. Again, if your bank calls you and say, hey, we need you to send us some information. No, they're lying. Call your bank. Hey, did you just send me this crap? Because it looks real. Guys, they spend a lot of time on trying to fake you out. They spend a lot of time doing that. So call your sources. Keep your software and security system up to date. This helps protect you from vulnerabilities. Now, I will tell you, I knew a guy. He was in our commo section, our communication section in the military, and we were in Eder Oberstein, Germany, and he got out, and he was a computer whiz. This guy could go around, fix everybody's stuff. He got a job with McAfee, okay, antivirus, and he's from Iowa. He went back to McAfee.
Yeah.
He went back to Iowa, lived on his family farm. He got out because his father had passed away. He was the last one. He inherited the farm, all that stuff. And so he went back, got rid of all the animals, updated the farm, did all that stuff. And he had hardwire internet come into his house, and he would sit there and working for them, and he would create viruses. That's all he did. And he worked on them and worked on them and worked on them. And he probably did 2 to 3 viruses per month. And McAfee paid him. And what McAfee does is they create these viruses, and they make sure when they create them, there's a back door just in case somebody out there, and they have hundreds of these people working for them, and they lock them in their vault, which is their whatever server room or whatever. And when he did that, then he got paid. He was making, $20,000 a virus or
Avita's
whatever.
leaving.
Okay. And so this is what this guy's been doing the rest of his life, is writing these viruses. Now, I don't know if he's a hacker on the side or whatever, but he works for a company that works for you to keep your computer system safe. Beware of common scam tactics and report suspicious activity. If you encounter a scam, report it to the relevant authorities like the Federal Trade Commission at tradecommission.gov. Okay? So there's things you can do for yourself. First of all, don't trust anybody. Don't be a sucker. Okay? And know that these hackers and scammers are working their butts off to get your money or to get your information. A hacker getting into your computer, is not that he just wants to screw with you. Trust me, there is a financial gain to all of it. Okay. They may not scam you out of your information, but they'll hack you to get it, just to rip your purse off your shoulder. Okay. And that, guys, is what I wanted to talk to everybody about today, to make sure you're on guard for these scumbags that are out there to hurt you. Okay. All right. Jovita's gone.
Yep.
She's at work. So let's see. What did she say? It would be much easier for them to go. No. Why would you do that? You were raised in the basement. You're a basement dweller. You're a keyboard warrior. Why not use your skills for evil? That's why they're doing it. They're doing it to be evil.
Well, they can't get much out of my account because every time money goes in, I go and take it out.
There you go. Midnight Vlogs. How you doing? Welcome in.
It's the Mike Show.
What's that?
Hello, it's the Mike and Paul morning show. It's Mike's show.
Well, I just wanted to get the information out. Paul's the one that keeps me on track because I'm bad at the chat. So he keeps me on track with the chat. He also has valuable information sometimes. And he has a very colorful demeanor. Let's put it that way. Do not respond to emails, texts, validates the real person behind. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just delete. If they want to get a hold of you, your phone will ring. Okay? Because your doctor has your number, your bank has your number, whatever. Any place you've applied for credit, they have your number. Okay? And I think that's why the government got away with the Social Security. When you first come into the military, they grab your Social Security number, and then they issue a thing called a CAT card, computer access card. And then on the back of it, they have a thing called a DOD number. They call it a DOD number. And then that's how you're tracked online, is through your DOD number and not your Social Security number. So in order to get that, they would have to hack your computer and then turn around and hack the DOD, and then they would have to hack into the security database that's attached to that, and on and on and on. And hopefully they would catch them, because the DOD has a lot of cyber guys that work for them. And you said Rebecca, right?
Yep, Rebecca Touched by Yarn and Brian Wilkinson have joined us.
All right. Hello, Rebecca.
Is a Dodie better than a Doody?
No, a duty sometimes it feels better.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm over here. Terry can't reach.
Not just any basement, your mom's basement. Yeah. Rice Lewis, hello, hello. Now
What
I've got him.
happens if it's your dad's basement because your mum's not there?
How you doing, Brian? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, colorful is one way to describe Paul. Yeah, he is very colorful for sure. In fact, before we went on air, he had to stand up and show me that he wasn't sitting in his underwear. He's in his jammy bottoms.
I don't care.
There you go. That's better than being in your undergarments.
No, it's not.
And here's the bad thing.
If I'm only in my boxes, I'm not sweating so much.
Part of the problem with all this is that companies, whatever, sell your information, and they sell it a lot. And trying to find how many times, I mean, look, our mortgage, we had a mortgage company, and now they sold it to another mortgage company. We go, whoa, who the heck is Carl's Family Mortgage? Who the hell is that? Because they want to sell it so that they don't have to do without the money, or the company needs the money, so they'll sell your mortgage to someplace else so they can stay above ground. And with that, all your information. What's that?
It's total bullshit. They should not be allowed to sell to stay above ground.
Yeah, but that's what they do.
They should at least contact you first.
Oh, we just found out. We're going, holy crap, who is this? We kept deleting him. You're a scammer. And come to find out, they finally contacted us and they said, hey, yeah, we've been trying to get a hold of you. Oh, we thought you were scamming us. So we verified it. We called our other mortgage company and they said, yeah, we indeed did sell it to them. And again, that comes with if you know how much information is on when you sign the purchase for your mortgage, I mean, ours is like this thick because we have an addendum to it because we're on Choctaw Nation land, okay, that was sold to some bald white-haired dude way back when.
How can he be bald and white-haired?
Bald or white-head.
That's better.
Okay. But yeah. Well, there is that movie where it shows white people marrying Native Americans in Oklahoma and then killing the women off and inheriting all their land. That's how all the land got transferred out of the nation. So not only were they on their reservation land, but the white guy was scamming the Native Americans to take their land that they were forced on. See what I'm saying?
That is the definition of evil.
Yeah. But they were doing it. Hundreds of Native American women were basically poisoned, killed, or whatever, so their husbands could inherit all their land.
As if they haven't suffered enough.
There you go. That's the same thing that they use on Big Brothers. Expect the unexpected. Because,
you wouldn't get me on Big Brother because I'd be hitting people.
In your social media world, and you, in your mind, you said, hey, all these people are trying to screw me over. You'll do just fine. Okay? I'm just waiting for the world to say, hey, enough is enough with this garbage. And because, history repeats itself.
Oh, it always has.
Could you imagine somebody exposing the world to a worldwide EMP and every computer system in the world goes gone, is knocked out because of an EMP?
If that ever happens, I'll come straight over.
I'm just telling you, if it's on, it's destroyed. And you have to, well, not only that, it would affect every car on the road that was running at the time.
Yep.
Okay. Because all the computer chips and all that stuff makes your car run. You can't work on them. And everything was knocked out. Well, then those guys who have all those hay burners out in the country called horses, yeah, need to buy a horse and a buggy now. How long is it going to be? Years and years and years before anybody can get back on the roads or whatever? Yeah.
No, to get back on the road, all you've got to do is go back 30 years.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that, 1988 is when the web went live. And
get yourself an old diesel.
Yeah. If you've got an old truck, then you're good. Okay. Muscle cars were probably a good investment. But how are you going to
a muscle car's a good investment
without, because your power grids are going to go down. All right. And all you candle fanatics, yeah, you'll have light for a while. More people will be learning the ways of the olden days real quick. So just be ready, guys. Just be ready. It's your loan documents that they are authorized to. Wow. And I will tell you, when we went to go sign everything, at first I was reading everything. And
thank you very much, Linda.
You would be there for a week if you read every document in our portfolio for our house. And after a while, you just go, good God. Yeah, here you go. Here's my signature. They should give you a copy of it. Take this home and read it. And then we'll make you an appointment so you can finish everything out. You know what I mean? They don't do that. They didn't do it with us. But I trusted Terrie because she was a realtor for a while. And
look who's back.
Jessica Rosales. Huh?
Merns Pacquiao's back.
All right. Hello, Merns, my dear friend. We still have Minty Cactus here. I've seen her.
The only problem with Minty Cactus is the spikes get stuck in your teeth.
That's right. All right. Yep. So, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about today. It is just one of those things that we take for granted nowadays, and you can't because they will rob you blind. They will hurt you. And then, look what happened to Country Road Cure. Look what happened to David over at Come On. And dozens and dozens and hundreds of other creators where somebody takes it over and they do their due diligence. David got hacked by someone he was setting up a promotion with, and he was reading it, and he's read a lot of them, and he said I was checking everything off, and it wasn't. And even if you can work your butt off to figure it out to protect yourself, but sometimes
That was a big surprise because David works in IT.
yeah. And if it happened to him, it can happen to the novice of us people who have no clue what the hell's going on the internet. We're just present. So, yep.
Have you not said hello to Midnight Vlogs yet?
I did say hello to her earlier. Midnight Vlogs. Oop. I clicked on it and then it jumped. I did say that way. She came in a while back.
Yep.
So that's what we got for you today, guys. Paul, thanks. I'm glad you're doing better.
No problem, brother.
Yeah, and you're here with us. We will be live on Monday, 8:30 in the morning. We will be live. I will be live on Tuesday, and with Sergeant's Talk TV, and we're going to be talking about some of the weirdest regulations in the military that you may say, what? That is stupid, or no, get out. But anyway, we're going to be talking about that on Tuesday. Then, of course, on Wednesday, MT Homestead, Terry and I will be live. And then Monday and Fridays right here at 8:30, we'll try to be here. Hey, and guess what? August is almost over, Paul. It's the 22nd. Yeah, it's the 22nd. It's been 8 months.
I thought it was still July.
Yeah, I'm just like going, this year is passing by, but Christmas is getting closer. Closer and closer.
Shut up.
We've already started buying. We already got presents for Christmas. Buy them slowly during the year, and you ain't got to rush. But
I don't buy Christmas.
Debbie Draw says, I'm heading out to work, but still listening. All right. Thank you, Debbie. So, guys, I want to thank everybody that came in today. I want to wish all those going on the cruise to Alaska safe travels. All right. Be ready for the videos to come out. I'm pretty sure because the cost of the internet package on those cruise ships are pretty expensive. What are you pointing at, Paul?
Tony's been lurking. Hi, Mike and Paul. I've been listening while editing videos before our trip. Tony, our cabin in the woods.
Oh, okay. I think I went up too far then, or down too far.
He's literally fourth from the bottom. Fifth now.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Tony. Good to see you.
I hope you have a fantastic trip.
Oh, you're welcome. And you guys have a great trip. I know that there's quite a few folks going on that one. And sorry we couldn't go on there. We thought we were going to have knee surgery and all that stuff. But again, the VA's farting around, guys.
Are you still calling it knee surgery? We know you're getting a brain transplant, so don't.
No.
Terry's trading it in for a monkey.
Terry will not allow a brain transplant on me. She's got me trained right where she wants me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It would be cheaper to get a new husband than to do a
monkey.
brain transplant. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for coming in. Remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need. And always think of that. Guys, we love you. God bless you. We'll see you
Monday.
All right. Paul, thanks for coming in, brother.
Anytime.
And take care of yourself.
You just get Brittany over to clean that bloody shed out.
I told you I'm trying to get Brittany to farm set for us in January. I'm going to turn 65 in January. In fact, January for all you freaking hackers out there. Not that you already didn't know that. Okay. But anyway, I want to thank you guys. Remember, we love you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. I want to eat breakfast now.
I'm going to put my dinner on.